Heyo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. Today we've got another 50th anniversary G.I. Joe 2-pack review for y'all. These just came out not too long ago, but they should start showing up in toy stores around you, hopefully. Today we're taking a look at the Troop Build-Up 2-pack, which includes the Steel Brigade figure and the Iron Grenadier. Very cool set. This has 2 figures, and on the back of it it says it has 30 accessories. So we're going to go ahead and count those as soon as we open this thing up to find out if there's actually 30 accessories in there. But if it's anything like our Night Marksman set, they're not kidding here. Looks like there's a ton of accessories in here, and that's really exciting. So we're going to go ahead and review this thing for y'all and open it up and take an awesome look at it. So stick around. So here's the 50th anniversary Troop Build-Up pack featuring Steel Brigade and the Iron Grenadier. This comes in the standard 50th anniversary G.I. Joe packaging, which we've kind of gone over before in some of our other reviews, so I won't bother saying too much about it. It's really nice packaging. The back of it has just a generic bio there. They have started no longer including the file cards on the packaging. They're now inside this, which is kind of nice. And it does say here it includes 2 figures and 30 accessories. So this one is a fairly large pack. Let's go ahead and cut into it and pull these guys out. File cards do come in this nice little bag that's taped to the inside of the packaging, so don't toss those into the trash with everything else. The rest of this is standard packaging. If you look here though, they've got this nice little cardboard insert that kind of fits into the packaging to give the nice raised detail, which is kind of cool. So if you need an extra 50th anniversary sticker-like thing, these are pretty cool to save for that. But otherwise, they can go into the recycling bin. Take a look at the file cards first. They do come in this nice plastic wrapper thing. And you'll notice there are a couple of different versions of these in different languages. So there's 2 for each character, and they are double-sided. So you've got, I don't know what languages they are, but you've got the English ones, which is what we're after. And then I guess Spanish and Italian, French probably. So yeah. Kind of cool that they include different versions of all these. So now let's take a look at the figures themselves here. As with the other ones, they do come with the figure stands. They do have the nice kind of gold-plated raised logos for the Joe and Cobra, and they have the code names on them, so that's really nice. A lot of accessories in here, so we'll have to kind of figure out which ones go with which ones, but we'll get to that in a moment. We'll go ahead and just pull everything out. Oh, that thing jumped out at us. lot of accessories here. And I try to keep these separated so that we don't get them mixed up too bad. But they are interchangeable, so if you like something better with one character over the other one, go ahead and feel free to mix it up however you like. And more recycling. So this is everything that comes in the set. We're not counting just yet, but there are a lot of accessories here, so. The Steel Brigade figure comes with the assault rifle rubber banded to his wrist, like most of these do. And he also comes with his backpack already attached. So let's go ahead and see if we can count these and see if we can come up with 30, because that's what it says on the packaging. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 that I count. Looking at the figures, I don't see sidearms on them, so those don't count as accessories on these. What do we say, 13, 14? We'll say 14 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, so 18. The shovel on the pack is molded in place. It's not removable, so that doesn't count as an accessory. This really cool backpack for the Iron Grenadier doesn't have anything special with it, so same thing for the other pack. Nothing special, so it's one piece. So I'm not really sure how they came up with 30 accessories, but it's close. So yeah, we'll go ahead and zoom in and take a look at the figures individually and take a closer look. Starting off with the Steel Brigade figure. It looks very similar to the other Steel Brigades that we have had released in the past. The helmet is removable, which is a nice little nod there. And it's got some really nice detail work on these figures, so these have always been really good. The articulation is the same as what we're used to, so won't go into too much detail on it, but nothing that stands out as being hampered or anything like that. So yeah, all standard articulation points are present. The Steel Brigade figure has this really cool removable belt thing. It has a grenade on it and some other pouches and things like that, so you can take that off, and I guess that'll count as another accessory, and if we're keeping track at home. Then he's got standard assault rifle, which is really cool. This roadblock big gun, which has its tripod stand, which is cool. Another assault rifle. He's got two backpacks, so depending on which way you want to go with him, he has the normal recon pack, and he's got the bazooka pack, which has the missiles in it as well. And he also has the cool missile launcher that they've included in a couple of other kits here, there, and about. So be aware that it does come apart. So they may be counting it as two pieces, and the missiles themselves do pop down inside of here. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull one out real quick. They just drop down in there and can fire out if your imagination will let them. So that's kind of a cool thing. So yeah, Steel Brigade figure is a really awesome figure. This is a great for troop building. I know these things, when they came out in the 30th anniversary line, were pretty difficult to come by, at least around where I'm at. So it's nice to have another opportunity to pick a couple of these up. So very great detail work on these things. Very awesome figure. Lots of cool accessories. So yeah, Steel Brigade is pretty awesome. And I think I do like him better with the helmet on. He looks more like a Beachhead without it, but put the helmet on and it's no longer Beachhead, it's Steel Brigade, which is awesome. So there is the Steel Brigade figure. Very cool. Here we have the Iron Grenadier figure, which is another one of those that, at least for me, was very difficult to come by in the single card release. So it's really nice to have another opportunity to pick them up. This is a very cool figure. It's a very heavily armed figure. It has the standard articulation points, but because of all the heavy armor on these things, it is somewhat limited. So like the elbow joints won't open up very easily, and this big pauldron on his shoulder very much restricts what this arm can do. But you can pop this thing off pretty easily if you need to. The head is also limited a bit by the chest armor, so it really doesn't move very much at all. And on this one, the helmet is non-removable, but it is a very cool figure nonetheless. It has a ton of armor on it. Great detail work on this thing. One thing that I should note that I've never really figured out is why they have this little handle on the back. It doesn't really seem to serve much purpose to me. I don't know if Destro's picking him up and throwing him out the plane or what he's doing, but it's always been a little weird. But other than that, yeah, it's a really cool figure, really great armor. The color scheme works really well. So, very cool figure. So let's take a look at the accessories. Like the Steel Brigade, he has two different backpacks. They are basically ammo belt packs. So he's got one that's mainly just an ammo pack. So if you take the big chain belt that he has right here, it can fit in on either side with just a little bit of persuasion. So it can feed out one side and out the other side, depending on how you want to play it. But that's cool. Other than that, it's really not got anything special about it. So, a big ammo can is what that is. The second one is similar to the first one, but it's also got this pack rig on it, so that it's, I guess, a little bit more versatile. But again, I don't really see why we need two ammo packs for this guy. But it's nice that they included some options for you. Again, the belt will just feed into the side on these. Mostly. Only one side on this one. But it's cool nonetheless. It's a little harder to get this one in there than it was the other one, so no big deal there. He's got this really huge gun that looks like something off of the Alien films. It's a really weird articulated kind of gun thing that doesn't really plug into anything, so it's kind of weird. Not got much in the way of handles. He holds one end here and the other end way out here and just kind of shoots things with it. So, but it's a cool looking gun nonetheless, even if it is a bit odd. There is Not exactly a place for the ammo belt to go on this thing. But you can always just stick it in the side here. I guess that might be a place. Let's try. It kind of fits down here. Yeah, it fits right there. So ammo can go right there. So that's cool. Big gun. Then the other accessory he has is this big long harpoon looking gun, which came with the tripod, which fits on the bottom here, and it just kind of snaps in place like that. And it has a removable clip that can attach to the side. Like so. Which is cool, and the stock does swing back and forth. So yeah, that's a pretty cool gun too. It's a little frailer than some of the rest of them, but it has this really big, long pig sticker on the end of it, so bayonet can ram things. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. So that's pretty much the Iron Grenadier figure. Very cool figure. Some weird weapon choices, but they do work with the idea of a heavily armed Grenadier. So yeah. Here are the two figures side by side again for comparison. They fit in line with the regular G.I. Joe releases, as attested by our handy dandy beachhead figure. So they are still in the same scale. Some of the newer 50th anniversaries have been a little bit larger, but these two are at least in pretty much the same scale. Iron Grenadier being a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, but again, he's an armored soldier, so it kind of stands to reason, but they don't tower over the rest of the figures, so that's cool. Overall, yeah, this is a great set, especially for army builders, which is essentially what this was meant to be, is for army builders. So if you're needing any of these two, pick them up. Very cool. One quick note, like probably many of you, I use these Protect cases for housing my loose figures in. And I just wanted to point out that the Iron Grenadier figure fits very tightly in here. With all of his accessories, it's a pretty snug fit, but he does fit in here very well. You can see the Steel Brigade figure is a lot looser in here. Has room to wiggle around and isn't being squished. But the Iron Grenadier is kind of pretty much snug in there. He's not going anywhere. So, but they do fit in these cases, and if y'all haven't got these in the past, these are really great. These are for the large action figures, which are roughly the 4-inch line. They work great for Star Wars, for G.I. Joe, for Indiana Jones, you know, anything in that 4-inch scale or the 3 3/4 inch scale. These things work great for. Some of the larger Marvel Universe figures from the Marvel Universe line in the 3 3/4 inch scale don't fit. So like Colossus barely fits. The Juggernaut won't fit at all. But just to point it out. That's it for our review for the G.I. Joe 50th Anniversary 2-pack featuring the Steel Brigade figure and the Iron Grenadier heavy armor gunner man. Overall, it's a great set filled with lots of great accessories. Excellent troop builder pack. If you're not into troop building, the two figures by themselves are worth picking up if you don't have them already. I know the Steel Brigade was kind of hard for me to find anyways in the single pack. Same thing for the Iron Grenadier. So this is a great opportunity for them to go ahead and, or for you to go ahead and pick those up as a 2-pack. So I highly recommend it. That's it for today. So thanks for watching. Leave us some comments. Let us know how we're doing, what you'd like to see in the future. Until next time, Yo Joe.